On occasions such as this, when the North Queensland champion stands between Stuart and his team's prospects of further competition points, you could forgive him for just a moment if he considers what might have been. Thurston's place in the pantheon of rugby league greats has been guaranteed, but as a youngster from Queensland, given his only chance in the big smoke, Thurston would seek the counsel of his Bulldogs Jersey Flegg coach, often homesick and in tears. "He's broken my heart before." 38 Stuart urged him to persist, and the result has been one of the most decorated careers that the game is ever likely to see, and one which has inflicted its fair share of pain on Ricky Stuart-coached teams. When Thurston made his origin debut for Queensland in 2005, it was Stuart who guided the Blues to a series win, but victories have been scarce ever since. Live stream every game of every round of the 2018 NRL Telstra Premiership on Fox Sports. Your free 2-week Foxtel Now trial. Sign up now. Greater than when Stuart returned to coach NSW in 2011-2012, Thurston was an integral member of the Maroons team that won both series 2-1. It's a similar story in the NRL itself, with Stuart victorious against teams featuring JT only 5 times in 16 clashes. Gavin Cooper grabs the try and golden point to roll the Raiders last year, with that man JT close behind. Photo, Michael Chambers. Source, AAPSO. Ask Stuart about Thurston's perceived downturn in form in 2018 ahead of the Raiders' visit to 1300 Smiles Stadium on Saturday night, and you get a response commensurate from someone who has witnessed the entirety of his career from close quarters. "I'm always wary of JT. He's broken my heart many times over the years," Stuart said prior to making the trip to Townsville. "I remember the first game one coached with the club up there, we were leading quite well at halftime, and JT has that knack of coming back, putting the team on his back and carrying them over the line. The game is better for having JT in our game. He's a wonderful ornament to the game. I say that all the time. He might not have started the season as well as he wanted to, but it's a long season and he has a wonderful ability of putting a team on his back and carrying them over the line." Indy. Happy with decision. 135 Thurston has been heavily involved in 2 heartbreaking defeats for Canberra in recent times, kicking a last-minute field goal to win 21-20 in Canberra in 2015 and missing the field attempt that led to Gavin Cooper's extraordinary golden point try in round 1 last season. No member of Canberra side named to play this weekend has won in Townsville while playing for the Raiders, a trend Stuart hopes can turn their way. Get the ultimate NRL experience on your phone with the new Fox League app. Download it now for free on iOS and Android. "I think we've been unlucky not to win the last few games," he said of their recent record against the Cowboys, a team they haven't defeated in North Queensland since round 12, 2006. "They did it last year too. The field goal missed, hit the crossbar and went under the post, and they scored off it. They've been very tight games, and unfortunately we haven't been able to pull one out of the bag. The Tide's got to turn at some stage, and it would be nice to see it happen this weekend." Ricky Stuart and Johnathan Thurston in camp with the Kangaroos in 2007 when Stuart was coach. Photo, Greg Porchy. Source, News Corp Australia. Read on to get the lowdown on the crunch clash between the Cowboys and Raiders in the Saturday selection, brought to you by Bundaberg Rum. Teams: Cowboys, 1 Lachlan Coote, 2 Kyle Felt, 3 Justin O'Neill, 4 Ben Hampton, 5 Antonio Winterstein, 6 Michael Morgan, 7 Johnathan Thurston, C, 8 Matthew Scott, C, 9 Jake Granville, 10 Scott Bolton, 11 Gavin Cooper, 12 Cohen Hess, 13 Jason Taumalolo. Interchange: 14 Tamir Martin, 15 Sean Fenzem, 16 Corey Jensen, 17 Ethan Lowe. Reserves: 18 Francis Malo, 19 Jake Clifford, 20 Anari Tuale, 21 Sam Hoare. Raiders: 1 Jack Whiten, 2 Nick Kotrick, 3 Jared Croker, C, 4 Joseph Leilua, 5 Jordan Rapunat, 6 Blake Austin, 7 Aiden Cesar, 8 Ioja Soliola, 9 Saliva Havila, 10 Junior Paolo, 11 Joseph Tapine, 12 Elliot Whitehead, 13 Josh Papali. Interchange: 14 Otta Hungano, 15 Shannon Boyd, 16 Luke Bateman, 17 Dunamis Louis. Reserves: 18 Liam Knight, 19 Michael Oldfield, 20 Bradley Abbey, 21 Jack Murchie. Johnathan Thurston celebrates his match-winning field goal against the Raiders in 2015. Photo, Stefan Postle. Source, Getty Image. Ski stats, courtesy of the Fox Sports Lab. Cowboys, despite having the most tackles inside their opponent's 20 this season, 37.3 per game, the Cowboys are still struggling to score points, managing just 16.6 per game, equal 4th fewest. The Cowboys are also conceding the fewest tackles inside their own 20, 21.6 per game, but are conceding 23.4 points per game, 5th most. 12 of the Cowboys' 20 tries this season have come through there. right side of attack, compared with just 3 on the left and 5 through the center. Johnathan Thurston is just 8 points short of becoming the 5th player in history to score 2,100 points. He requires just 16 points to overtake Jason Taylor, 2,107 points, as the 4th leading point scorer of all time. 2 goals will also see him overtake McCronin, 865 goals, and become the 5th leading goal kicker of all time. Raiders. Since 2005, the Raiders have won just 7 of 34 matches in Queensland, with 4 of those wins coming on the Gold Coast. In this same period, north of the Gold Coast, the Raiders have won just 3 of 22 matches, the last of which came in 2015 in Cairns against South Sydney. The Raiders have the second-best red zone attack this season, scoring a try from inside 20 from every 9 tackles they have in this zone. For the named Raiders squad, only 3 players have won a match in Townsville: Joey Leilua 2 from 7, Ioja Soliola and Dunamis Louis, both 1 from 5. None of these wins have been while playing for the Raiders. Nathan Ryan, Ben Nicken and Emma Lawrence explore the night's best Mitchell Pearce replacement, the dire Bulldogs attack and Craig Bellamy's plan in this week's Market Watch podcast. You can also subscribe via iTunes, or for Android users, listen on the IPP podcast player app. Head-to-head played 39, Cowboys 18, Raiders 2-1 THE form guide. Cowboys, most recent game first, 26-14 win v Titans, home, 27-10 loss v Bulldogs, home, 22-12 loss v Warriors, away. Raiders, most recent game first, 42-22 loss v Rabbitohs, away, 18-2 win v Eels, home, 26-10 win v Bulldogs, home.